when I'm laying on a yak and I name them, nothing's happening to them except brushing them, loving them, and feeding them. Anything else that y'all making up in your head, it's not real. So you silly making up rumors, please take this soundbite and correct yourself. Now, if you're a meat lover, you are going to love this. This is all USDA inspected meat. It is amazing. We have so many cuts from cube steaks to T-bones to the ground yak. For tacos and burgers, my favorite. Please take this soundbite and correct yourself.
You've got to be kidding me, you guys. This has to be a joke. Like, it just has to be a joke. Is Jeffree kidding? He has to be kidding. Jeffree, as we all know, hasn't been the most truthful person on the internet. And anytime he has ever been in drama, much like the Ace family, he's always said it was other people, like haters or news outlets, that were painting him out to be a liar. He would always try and say they were making him look terrible with their lies and their slander and all this stuff that they were like trying to dig up about him. It was never his fault when something happened or when something leaked about him. It was just never true. Obviously, except for like the whole him and Kanye situation, like they definitely were not together, and that was definitely something that was not real. But anytime there's ever been like an article about something that he was doing and there was some evidence of it, he would just be like, made it up. Well, this time, Jeffree has really truly been caught in a huge lie, and it unfortunately comes at the cost of these beautiful babies he uses as models for his farm Instagram page. The worst part is this Instagram page isn't just showing off him modeling with his yaks he once called pets. This Instagram page is now him showing off his dinner and the dinner he's trying to sell to other people. There's something just so uneasy about seeing animals that are about to be eaten on Instagram. I don't know, you guys. Now listen, I'm not exactly hating on Jeffree for particularly doing this because I know that people have farms and it's not a crime to have a farm. But I'm just like, why did he lie? Why did he literally lie about doing this? Jeffree so clearly said this lie about a year ago about his little operation that was going on the Star Yak farm when he was called out last year in September for having trademarked in August the name of his farm. And at the time, Insider came out to report on it because a ton of people were like, what the actual F is going on here? Everyone was seeing Jeffree just on this farm cuddling up his animals, loving on them. So when they saw that he had trademarked this for products like yak yarn and yak meat, people were like, wait a minute, there's something a little sinister about this whole thing. In this Insider article, they said, according to the public filings, Star plans to sell natural yak fibers. Yak yarn can be made from yak fur, clothing, edible pet treats made from yaks, butcher shops and butchering services, and breeding and stud services for yaks. Now, when they reported on this, the internet had a big reaction, like I said, and Jeffree was not here for it. He was not here for the backlash. So what did he do? He got on his Instagram story and said that everyone was making up crazy stuff about him, and he wanted them to retract all of this information because he was like, I'm not doing any of that. He said he had no other plans for his yaks other than just loving them and taking care of them.
Hello guys, okay, I just got done filming some new reels and content, and I hopped on Twitter, and you guys know, I never address anymore. I just keep my life moving, but let's address the Star Yak Ranch. Shall we? Okay, so I went on Twitter, and there's a lot of people making up some dumb, which I've dealt with a lot, but let me straighten out the lies and misconceptions, Miss Girl. So until I put out a video about my ranch, which we've been filming so much stuff the last month, from the very first yak getting there till right now, there's been so many cool things happening at the ranch, and construction and new animals and so much fun, which we're gonna dive into very, very soon finally. But I recently trademarked Star Yak Ranch in every single category that you could do for raising animals, just because you want to always protect yourself in business. So let's say I trademark it for yarn, cheese, breeding, butchering, etc. It doesn't mean I'm doing any of those things. It just means I don't want anyone to be able to take my trademark in those categories, which people have done before. So I'm just protecting myself. So I guess a few stragglers are trying to spin up a fake story that I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Y'all, relax. When I'm laying on a yak and I name them, nothing's happening to them except brushing them, loving them, and feeding them. Anything else that y'all making up in your head, it's not real. So you silly making up rumors, please take this soundbite and correct yourself.
He said that his farm was a peaceful escape for him and he felt so lucky to be there in Wyoming on this property and that everything people were saying were just not true.
Yaks are such majestic creatures. There's been so many questions about what am I doing with them? What are they for? Are they for pets? Am I killing them? You guys, they're majestic creatures. They've really helped ground me. Having a ranch has been so fulfilling. It's actually something I've dreamed about since I was little. I know that sounds crazy coming from my glamorous, crazy, but I've always wanted a lot of land and to be able to build and do my own thing and be in the middle of nowhere. And it's all happening and it's so cool.
Well, it looks like it's not so peaceful anymore since people are definitely being loud with their opinions on the Instagram story he posted today, where he announced that he was going to be selling yak meat.
Oh, hello guys. Okay, so listen up. If you're in Wyoming and you're in the Casper area, tomorrow we're having a little taste test, if you will, and we're inviting people of Casper or surrounding areas to come and buy our yak meat in person, say hi, howdy. And we have freezers full. Now, this is 100% grass-fed right off Casper Mountain. They're so yummy, and yaks are actually the healthiest red meat that you can eat in America.
Yes, you guys, it's not like Jeffree got caught selling this meat. He was being very public about it, just like he was being public about not doing that. He was inviting people who lived in the area that he lives in Casper, Wyoming, to come for a taste test because he was going to start selling this to the public.
Tomorrow, we're gonna have a little moment from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Come on, Miss Weekend Girl. So I will give you guys the address in a second. Now, if you're a meat lover, you are going to love this. This is all USDA inspected meat. It is amazing. We have so many cuts from cube steaks to T-bones to the ground yak. Tacos and burgers, my favorite. We have it all. So we'll see you tomorrow, Casper. Okay, and while supplies last, for new customers that are coming tomorrow, you will get a bag of free jerky. And I cannot wait for you guys to try this. It is so yummy.
He begins to say that he's been living off yak meat and explains the benefits of it and how he's living a much healthier life than he used to.
Check this out. When you are raised in LA, you don't know about hunting. You don't know about the culture of where your food comes from. We just eat random crap. I used to be the fast food queen. You know, fucking disgusting. That made me feel all the time and I didn't realize it. So the fact that I really only eat yak meat now, I know where my food comes from. I know there's nothing added or weird to it. No hormones, probiotics, all this weird. It's the safest, healthiest way. And as I get older, I want to really take care of myself. So we are raising yaks mainly for pets and breeding. Obviously, I have almost 120 pets and amazing babies, and we just love it out here. But we are slowly producing some yak meat for our Wyoming locals.
Which, okay, good for you, Jeffree, but why did you say in the beginning that the reporters were lying on your name when they were clearly right in the end? It's just confusing to me. And there's no way he just suddenly decided to sell this meat because he has custom packaging for this and he obviously raised them in a certain way, so he knew he was gonna do this. In terms of his Instagram page, I gotta say, it's a little interesting to see all these adorable photos of him cuddling on his yaks and then all of a sudden, bam, meat. He posted this photo of the meat and said, "Our delicious grass-fed yak meat will be available on our online store soon, hoping for next month. But Angel, Wyoming, and Casper locals. Tomorrow, May 28th, we will be selling yak meat from 10 to 1 at our warehouse. Come stop by and say hey, and we have every cut available." He put the address and he gave a little bit more information on the meat, but oh my goodness, you guys, this is truly something that is for sure. This is truly something. And I for sure need to know your guys' thoughts on this whole thing. I just can't believe that he lied about this whole thing, like from the start. Like, why did he do that? He made Insider look so bad and he was just being like, why are you guys lying on my name? Even though I trademarked it, doesn't mean I'm doing it. There's nothing happening to those babies other than me cuddling them. Like, why did he? It's not even like because he wanted to avoid backlash or do a big announcement, because he just put this on his Instagram story and threw up an Instagram post. He didn't do like a photo shoot for this meet or like like this just feels so yikes. I definitely want to know what you guys think about this whole thing because it's a lot. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I love you guys so much and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye guys.